Well, welcome to our devotion for March 25th. The first Monday after we determined to suspend in-person worship here at Resurrection, I awoke that morning, I threw my legs over the side of the bed, and I froze in prayer. Yes, that's an odd phrase, but I froze in prayer. And it was the first thought in my mind that day. It was, Lord, I'm scared and I don't know what I'm doing. Now, I have to confess that I don't really know what I'm doing a whole lot of the time, but I'm just hardly ever scared about that. But here we are together, and it's clear that we are entering a new reality, or as in the words kind of in the Old Testament, the themes, a new land. And it's a new land with which none of us has familiarity by analog or by equivalent experience. And we're kind of finding our way along, and finding our way along together and yet apart from each other. So, it's normal to find ourselves fearful. It's normal to wake up scared on any particular day. For our own personal health, or for the health of our families, both old and young, for financial health, about the future for all of us. It's even normal to be fearful of all the things that we don't yet know enough about to actually fear. And meanwhile, the 24/7 information stream keeps on pumping out its information. And yes, it stokes as much fear as it does assuage fear. I am mindful today of how often we hear the admonition of God in the Bible, either in God's own voice, at least described in that way, or in the messages, and in both New and Old Testaments. How often we hear the admonition to fear not. Fear not. The angel comes to Joseph and he says to her, do not be afraid to take Mary as your wife, regardless of the considerable repercussions that will come from the community. And the angel also comes to Mary and says, do not be afraid, for you have found favor with God. Favor enough to be the one pregnant out of wedlock in a culture that would find that to be not only scandalous, but also dangerous. And to Joshua, who is poised at the edge of the promised land with the fractious people of Israel with him, poised to go into a land inhabited by many other peoples, some of whom are fierce in battle and powerful in presence. Poised to do that as the new leader of the people of Israel after the death of Moses, who had led all the way from Egypt. That God says to Joshua, as I was with Moses, so I will be with you. I will not fail you or forsake you. Be strong and courageous. Be strong and courageous, for you shall put this people in possession of the land I swore to their ancestors to give them. Only be strong and courageous, very courageous, being careful to act in accordance with all the law that my servant Moses commanded you. And this passage ends again with that admonition to be strong and courageous. Do not be frightened or dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Wherever you go. And in light of our staying in our homes, the Lord your God is with you wherever you have to stay. I still don't know what I'm doing. I'm learning every day a lot by what Grace is teaching me, both capital G with a last name Heimerdinger Baki, and also small g, as in God's grace. I am less scared with each day. For God is with us wherever we go. There's a Theodore Roethke poem whose last two lines read, I dream and take my waking slow. I learn by going where I have to go. And on that journey, God is with us. So, I want Jesus to walk with me. I want Jesus to walk with me all along my pilgrim journey. Lord, I want Jesus to walk with me. Oh, in my trials, Lord, walk with me. In my trials, Lord, walk with me. When my heart is almost breaking, Lord, I want Jesus to walk with me. When I'm in trouble, Lord, walk with me. When I'm in trouble, Lord, walk with me. When my head is bowed in sorrow, Lord, I want Jesus to walk with me. Be strong and courageous. Do not be frightened or dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you